Western Pleasure. One of the many versatile aspects of the mountain horse is the Western Pleasure class. And as we watch the Western Pleasure classes, we are reminded of the gaits that the horse must perform to satisfy the requirements for the class. Those gaits are the trail walk, the show gait, the pleasure gait, and occasionally it may be asked to judge the horse at a lope. A lope is a 3-beat natural gait that is quite common in many of the other non-gaited breeds. As with all other classes within the mountain horse breeds, the 4-beat gait is a natural gait, and particular attention must be paid during the judging of the Western Pleasure class in that horses with high knee and hock action with animation beyond a flat knee should not be rewarded. The horses should go with their heads down, collected, flexed at the pole, relaxed, moving forward at all 3 gaits. It is not an appropriate class for classic and park horses. It would be very appropriate for us to see trail and country trail horses to show back in these classes because it is more similar to the style and way of going of those horses. The 4-beat natural gait being performed in a very relaxed and comfortable manner. The one key in this class is that the horse is ridden with one hand on the reins, and the judge has to pay particular attention to how the reins are being held, that there is not more than one finger between the reins, that if a closed rein system is used, such as a romal, that the reins are being held the proper distance so that the horse is not controlled beyond the normal ability that those reins provide. As you watch the Western Pleasure class, one of the areas of emphasis must be the loose rein. In other words, the rein should not be tight between the hand and the bit. It should have an actual U, or you can see some slack or looseness in the rein, especially at the trail walk. As the horses progress through the show gait and the pleasure gait, the tension on the rein should increase proportionately, although the horses should not be tightly held at any point in time. Now, as we say that, it's important to realize that for the horse to perform the show gait and the pleasure gait, it's necessary for them to be balanced with their head slightly elevated, shifting the weight to the hindquarters so that they have the proper impulsion for the horse to be moving forward and performing that natural 4-beat gait and not slipping into some other uncadenced or irregular gait that is other than a 4-beat gait. We also must remember that this is about the horse. Even though the riders are dressed in different attire, dressed as you would expect someone to be showing in any type of Western Pleasure class, with the Western saddle, a Western headstall, reins, and bit, the horse is the focus of this class and how the horse performs the 3 natural gaits. One of the other elements that we have to take into consideration in this class is that the horses are asked to halt and stand on the rail. This means that the horses should be responsive, stand quietly, not fidgeting, moving side to side or forward and being controlled by their rider, but instead that the horse should just stand on a very loose rein, relaxed and comfortable. When asked to move off from the stand, the horse should just quietly move forward in a very responsive manner. At the conclusion of the performance on the rail, the horses are asked to line up. The judges will conduct an inspection of the horses and then ask them to back individually. The horse will back 3 to 4 steps and then perform a 360-degree pivot on the hindquarters and then slowly walk back to its position in the line. The horse should back obediently with its head down, very sensitive and very responsive to the aids of the rider. When asked to pivot, it should be a true pivot, fixing the hind legs in position and allowing the forelegs to turn around those hind legs. It is not an actual turn, but it is a pivot with the hind feet and hooves being fixed in position as the forelegs move around them. Once the pivot is completed, the horses will then return to their original position in the lineup. Before exhibiting in the Western Pleasure class, it's very important for you to review the rules and regulations regarding this class. They are not the same as the English style classes, meaning that the tack is different. The type of bit must be in compliance with what the rules and specifications are, and in fact a horse under the age of 5 may be shown in a snaffle bit as opposed to a long shank curve. Pay special attention to the requirements of the gait, making sure that the horse is properly adapted for this class, meaning a horse that has the movement and motion of a classic and park horse would not be suitable to be shown in this type of class.